Good afternoon. It is October 8th, and by this time next month, we should have a good idea of who the next president of the United States will be. And we'll look forward to a peaceful transition. And as a vet and as an American, it's difficult that I can say that I have to say that, but sadly, it's true. Anyways, let's go with this. These are books that I picked up at Nuclear Comics in Laguna Hills and Torpedo Comics in Orange. So we're going to go ahead. These are alphabetical by publisher. And we're going to start with, I'd heard of this series and decided to give it a try. This is from Ablaze, and I picked up issues 1 and 2. It's the book is called the Sumerian. As my understanding is, they can't put Conan on the cover, just like, you know, DC Comics can't use Captain Marvel on their covers. They have to call him Shazam. But this is Conan, and these are adaptations and new stories of Robert E. Howard's classic creation. And so I'm curious. I decided I had missed the first issue, so I picked up the second printing of that book and the first printing of issue number 2. I used to be a big fan of Conan. Now, the only time I see him is when in Marvel's new Savage Avengers book. Okay, we got issue 4 of Disaster Inc., which, I don't know if you can see that cover, it's kind of cool. It's about a group of eco tourists who go to Japan and find themselves involved in a supernatural event along with some other shenanigans. Pretty good. This is the first issue of Neil Gaiman's Norse mythology. Gaiman working with various artists on stories from the book of the same name. From DC. That was from Dark Horse. From DC, we have several, including Dark Knight's Death Metal Justice League in the Valley of the Starros. Looks cool. We have the Dreaming Waking Hours. This is DC's Sandman universe. Black Label. Don't know how long those are going to be going. We got Deceased, Dead Planet, number 4. Looks like a new Green Lantern Corps. That's kind of cool. Or an old revised Green Lantern Corps, since it looks like that's Kyle, John, and Guy there. That's kind of cool. We got, speaking of Green Lantern, we got Far Sector, number 8. Is that a Black Label? Oh, DC's Young Animal. I understand all the Young Animal titles are going. We got DC Universe. We got Legend of the Swamp Thing, Halloween Spectacular, and I think it's the CW or HBO Max is now showing the first season of Swamp Thing, which is cool. I love that. I love the back cover of that. That's kind of cool. DC Black Label, Scott Snyder returning with American Vampire, and this is American Vampire 1976. That is so cool. From Dynamite, we have part 5 of The Death of Nancy Drew. We got Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys. Try to figure out who it is who's trying to kill Nancy. From IDW DC, we got Batman and Max. Number 4. I love the way Sam Keith draws Batman. That is so cool. This has a couple different covers. Just a couple weeks ago, they re-released the first 3 issues of that miniseries in one book. It's called Batman Max, The Lost Year, or The Lost Issue, something like that. We got Lock and Key in Pale Battalions Go. This is number 2. As I said last time, I believe this will tie in or lead into the Dreaming Lock and Key crossover that's coming later this year. From Image, we have Adventure Man number 4. Beautiful series. Has a nice old-fashioned sci-fi action touch to it. We got Die number 14 also from Image. I love the covers. It's so cool. They're all within this design. It's always neat. Get into Marvel. We got Ultraman, The Rise of Ultraman, number 2. And this is the only cover I saw. There's probably some others, but that's kind of cool. Miles Morales, number 19. Miles Morales, Spider-Man. My bad. Speaking of Spider-Man, we got Marvel's Snapshots. Spider-Man, this is by Howard Chaykin and Jesus Aburtov. I'm blowing that name. That's really nice. And oh, this is, that is really nice. These covers, these tribute covers to Chadwick Boseman are absolutely beautiful. The artwork on these is really nice. And this is by Alitha E. Martinez. That's nice, man. I love it. From Titan, we got Doctor Who, Time Lord Victorious, number 2. This is a really interesting series that tie in the comics, novels prose novels, audiobooks. I'm not sure if there's any animation. And also special issues of the Doctor Who magazine. And finally, from Upshot, written by Peter Milligan, who's a really good writer, we got American Ronin number 1. Up around the cover, that is cool. I like that. That's neat. And that is, it's Mike Diodato on the cover. I just saw that. That's cool. That's it for now. Hope you're watching a lot of horror movies. This is Shocktober, after all. If you want to go on the web, you'll see that a number of sites are showing horror films. If you go to Horrible Imaginings Film Fest, they're doing a weekend of horror shorts coming up. That is you have to buy a ticket for that. I have a season pass, so I'm all good. I think that's it for now. Again, oh my goodness. Wear a mask. Stay safe. Vote. However you have to vote. Vote early. Vote by mail. Vote in person. Vote early if you can. And also, if you can, track your ballot. Here in California, we can do that very easily. I think there are only 4 or 5 states that don't allow that, and we're not going to get into the politics of that. But Biden-Harris, 2020, peace out.